Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Calisar Tech. Today, we are returning to Excel, and today we're going to talk about how to color code duplicates in a column. So, I've got some data here. I decided to throw together the presidents of the United States. We got the order of the president, the name of the president, his term, the party, terms elected to presidency, the century, and some notes. But what I did was if they served one term, they got one. If they served two terms, they got two. If they served four terms, they got four. If they were the vice president who ascended to the presidency through assassination or resignation, then they got a 0.5. If they were reelected, then they got a 1.5. So that's why I decided to do that. Things like if you lost the popular vote and won the electoral college, I didn't really worry about that. It's all based on the electoral college. So let's go ahead and get this taken care of. So here we go. We have our terms, and we've got two for Washington, one for Adams, and we're just going to go all the way down through here. Oopsie, let's not do that. There we go. That's better. So we're going to go down through here and select all the information. All right. And then we're going to go up here to conditional formatting. We're going to go down here to highlight cell rules, and we're going to go over to text that contains. So we're going to start off with anybody who's had, say, 4 terms. So let's go ahead here and let's say it contains 4. And we don't want it to be red. As you can see, it's showing up. So we're going to go down here to custom format, and we're going to go over to border. I mean, not border, I mean fill. Listen to me there. And then we're going to go down here, and we want this one to be green. There we go. We're going to make FDR green. And let's go ahead and move this out of my way here real quick. We hit OK. Then we're going to hit OK here. And there we go. Any president who was elected for 4 terms is going to be green. As we go through, we can see that there's only one president who was elected for 4 terms. And that was President Franklin Delano Roosevelt from 1933 to 1945. So now we want to go ahead and we'll go, how about any president who's had 2 terms? Well, let's go ahead and select our data again. We're going to go ahead and do the same thing. Conditional formatting, highlight cell rules, text that contains. Oopsie, I keep doing that, and that's not what I want to do. So we're going to put 2 here. No, don't do that to me. We're going to put 2 here. And once again, we don't want it to be red. Red is like the default. We're going to make this one blue. There we go. And now hit OK. Now all the presidents who've had 2 terms will be in blue. So we've got Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Jackson. Go down through here. We've got a bunch of 1-term presidents. Lincoln, who was elected for 2, but as we all know, did not serve for 2 full terms. Grant, a bunch of 1-termers. McKinley, who was assassinated. Wilson, and Eisenhower. Nixon, and we all know what happened to that guy. Reagan, Clinton, W. Bush, and President Obama. Those are all our 2-termers. Now for the last one, we're going to go ahead and how about 1-term presidents? So same thing, conditional formatting, highlight cell rules. Come on here, there we go. And text that contains 1. We want this text to be yellow. So we hit that, and there we go. So all the 1-termers are yellow. Don't really like that. I probably should have chosen a different color because that looks a little bit like the team up north. So I'm going to make a note to myself to run down the road. In fact, maybe we'll change that right now. We don't want yellow, do we, people? Let's change that. Let's go back to conditional formatting. Text that contains, let's say 1. We're going to change it. I mean, red would be better than that, right? So we'll just go ahead and do that, make it a red. Bam. That's much better. Okay, good. So now we have red for all one-termers, and there's a lot of those. Got Adams. We got Quincy Adams, Van Buren, William Henry Harrison. Let me go back up here. Uh-oh, what's going on here? There we go. We got Polk and Taylor, and Pierce, Buchanan, Hayes, Garfield, Arthur, Cleveland, Harrison, Cleveland again, Roosevelt. I gave him 1.5 because when McKinley was assassinated, he became president. Really, I probably shouldn't have given him 1.5. I don't know. Who cares? And then we got Taft, Harding, Coolidge, Hoover. Oopsie here. I'll do that. Truman, Kennedy, Johnson, Carter, H.W. Bush, and Trump. So at the moment, yeah, I might change that down the road, but really I just put this together so that we have some data to play with, not because I wanted to necessarily have everything exactly correct, but then to try to make everything correct. So I might have to go back and revisit that in case I decide to use this data set again down the road. So now we want to go through the people who ascended to the presidency through impeachment, assassination, something along those lines. So let's go ahead and text that contains 0.5. There we go. And let's make that one orange. We hit OK. There we go. And now that one is orange. And so now we have all of our data is categorized. 0.5 is orange, 1 is red, and 2 is blue. And anything more than 2, in this case, there's just one president who served more than 2, and that's FDR, and that's out of 4, and we made that one green. That's how you go about and automatically color code things as you go along. So you can also set that up to work automatically. So let's go down here and let's take Clinton. Let's say that Clinton had served 3 terms instead of 2. We can go up here and we can go ahead and go to highlight cell rules, text that contains, and let's say he ran for 3 terms. So we'll go ahead and put 3 on here. And let's change this one to purple. So as you can see right now, because it is 2, it's going to reflect that. But if we change it to 3, changes it to purple. Let's say he only won 1 term, look at that, it changes it to red. So you can set it up to where you can have it automatically fill in the colors as you go down through the cells. So let me show you how I do that again. So we're going to go ahead and we'll take Garfield this time. He served for 1 term, and well, we want to say he served for 2 terms. Bam, 2 terms. Bam, changes it to blue. And how I went about doing that is just creating that conditional formatting. Highlight cell rules, text that contains, and put 5 in here. Over here, so it tells the computer, hey, we want to change it to this just in case that happens. So let's say Garfield went nuts and went for 5 terms and somehow won 5 terms. Bam. So that is pretty cool. And that's how you go about and color code cells and columns in Excel. Well, I hope you found this interesting. If you do, please subscribe, please like, and everybody have a wonderful day.